In late July, Bob Anderson turned off the live streaming video that allowed the world to witness a pair of eagles nurse 3 eggs into healthy eaglets. The website was visited more than 205 million times as viewers watched the raptors mature and finally leave the nest on June 16th. But Nest Cam fans and even Bob Anderson, a raptor specialist, did not know the eventual destination of these young eaglets.
Everybody asks me what happened to the babies from last year, and that's a question that I've heard since we've been filming at this nest, and we can't answer it. So by putting a satellite transmitter on one of the babies this year, we'll be able to follow it for years and years and years, get GPS coordinates, and we'll learn. We'll find out where these babies roam until they reach adulthood and eventually establish their own nest site.
To achieve his goal of fitting one of the eaglets with a GPS transmitter, Anderson began leaving fish out for the trio of young eagles. According to Anderson, all 3 were practically eating right out of his hand. But on July 11th, when he attempted to trap one of the birds, they became apprehensive and wary of the bait.
We thought for sure that we'd just catch one right away within the first few minutes, so it was obvious that it was maybe the strings, the traps, maybe the extra people, but something changed, so we had to change options.
The following day, Anderson returned with a second trap known as a pan dam. The pan dam, which works by snaring the foot of the bird, was easier to hide, making it less conspicuous than the bow net. By midday, however, the eagles were still not showing much interest in the fish that were being used as bait. Just as Anderson was about to call it a day, 2 of the young eagles swooped in for a closer look.
I was kind of convinced that we'd missed our window of opportunity, because all of last week I had them almost eating out of my hand, and then yesterday and today it's just like they weren't even looking for food. They didn't seem to be hungry at all. Go. It was a huge relief off my shoulder when I was able to grab that leg of that bird, because I knew once I got a hold of that leg, I knew we were home free. I knew we were going to get a transmitter on it, and so I immediately became elated. We got it. Perfect.
Congratulations, Bob.
Once captured, the eagle is identified as a female and tagged with an identification band before the satellite transmitter was fitted. Feathers will eventually hide the custom harness made of Teflon ribbon. The transmitter, capable of tracking the eagle anywhere in the world, is solar-powered and weighs only 55 grams. Since 1998, Brett Mandernack has fitted 17 eagles with GPS satellite transmitters. All of those eagles, however, nested in Canada and migrated south.
This is a little different than what I've been doing. These are birds that are born and raised here, so it'll be really interesting to see what kind of movements they show. Where these young of the year go, in that first year, we don't really know.
The longest functioning eagle transmitter lasted 7 years, and the transmitter does not hinder the bird in flight whatsoever. While it will provide an opportunity for everyone to track one of the Decorah eagles now that it's left the nest, it will also provide unprecedented scientific data for ornithologists.
The parents don't migrate. They stay here year-round. But do the babies migrate? We don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to answer that question. We're actually going to learn a little bit of science here, and we're real excited about that.
The high-tech eagle is now referred to as D1 for Decorah First Satellite. You can keep track of D1 by going to raptorresource.org. First click on What's New, then on Where is D1?